Good afternoon, grade 7.
Good afternoon,
Good
ma'am.
afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon po.
Okay, Miss Secretary, Miss Benaventura, do we have any absentees for today?
We are all present, ma'am.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so for today, we will have a new lesson, which is react to what is asserted or expressed in a text. But before that, I will show you some sentences and I want you to tell whether you agree or disagree on the following statements and tell your reason. Is that clear?
Yes po.
Okay.
Clear, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So for the first sentence, who wants to read and answer? Yes, Gerald?
Eating vegetables and fruits can make our body healthy and strong. I agree, ma'am, because vegetables and fruits are rich in nutrients.
Okay, thank you. Next. Yes, Annalyn?
Smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol are not good for our health. I agree, ma'am, because smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol have negative effects on our health po.
Okay, thank you. And for the last sentence, yes, Agatha?
Wearing a face mask and face shield can protect us from virus. I agree because wearing a face mask and face shield protects and limits the spread of the virus.
Okay, thank you. So, this activity that I ask you to do is related to our topic for today, which is react to what is asserted or expressed in a text. During this lesson, you are expected to recall each type of assertion, describe each type of assertion and its expressions, create own sentences for each type of assertion, and express reaction or assertion on relevant issue based on the article presented. Okay, so what is an assertion? Assertion is a statement investing someone's strong belief as if it is true, though it may not be. So again, it is a statement expressing a strong belief. Um, Assertion is a stylistic approach or technique involving a strong declaration, a forceful or confident and positive statement regarding a belief or a fact. Often, it is without any support or proof. Its purpose is to express ideas or um, feelings directly. Okay, so there are six types of assertion. So what are those? First, um, basic assertions. It is a simple and straightforward statement for expressing feelings, opinions, and beliefs, such as who wants to read? Yes, Chansen.
I wish I could have expressed this idea earlier because now someone else has taken the credit.
And the next one. Yes, Agatha.
Excuse me. First, I want to finish my work. Then I shall go with you.
Okay. So as I've said earlier, basic assertions are simple statement that expresses ideas or beliefs. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Emphatic assertions. It conveys sympathy to someone and usually has two parts. The first encompasses recognition of the feelings or situations of the other person. And the second is a statement that shows support for the other person's viewpoint, feelings, or right. For example, Who would like to read? Yes, Liz Joy.
I understand you are busy and me too, but it is difficult for me to finish this project on my own. So I want you to help me complete this project.
And for the next one, yes, Kairis.
I know this is making you angry and frustrated because you have not gotten a response yet, but I can help you by giving you an estimate of how long it might take.
Okay. So, if you notice from these sentences, there is sympathy. Um, so remember that for emphatic assertion, there's an acknowledgement of the other person's feelings, and then followed by the statement that support his or her feelings or situation. So again, for emphatic, remember that it expresses sympathy. Next, escalating assertions. It occurs when someone is not able to give a response to a person's basic assertions, and therefore that person becomes firm about him or her. Examples? Who would like to read? Yes, Liz Joy.
If you do not finish this work by 6 tonight, I will engage the services of another worker.
And the other one? Yes, Kairis.
I really want to finish this point before you start yours.
Okay. So for this type of assertion, the speaker becomes firm about his statement. This is because um, of the other person failing to respond to the speaker's basic assertion. So um, remember the word firm for escalating assertion. Okay, next. Confrontive assertions. It describes what was to be done, it describes what actually occurred, and it expresses what you want and tend to blame people. Examples are, who would like to read? Yes, Agatha.
Confrontive assertions. I told you to complete the forms by January 22, and you agreed to do so. Now it is May 15th, and you are telling me that you forgot the forms, but still you expect to complete our task on time. What is it that you wanted me to do?
Okay, so for confrontive assertions, remember that it tends to blame people. Okay, so next, I language assertions. It involves the first person pronoun I and is useful for expressing negative feelings. Nevertheless, it constructively lays emphasis on a person's feelings of anger. Okay, so for these examples, who would like to read? Yes, Gabrielle.
When you speak harshly, I cannot work with you because I feel annoyed. Therefore, I want you to speak nicely and then assign me a task. The second one is when I don't get enough sleep, it affects my nerves and I feel irritated. Therefore, I try to go to bed earlier.
Okay, thank you. So as I've said earlier, this type of assertion uses the pronoun I and it is useful for expressing negative feelings. And for the last type of assertion, positive assertions. It is used in expressing positive feelings about yourself or someone else. For example, who would like to read? Yes, Gerald.
The first sentence is I'm glad that you came back to see me. The second sentence, I did a great job working with my office mates.
Okay, thank you. So for positive assertions, remember that it expresses positive feelings about yourself or about someone else. Okay, so did you understand all of the types of assertions?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so if you understand, can you name all of the six types of assertions? Yes, Gerald?
Ma'am, the six types of assertions are basic, emphatic, escalating, confrontive, I language, and positive.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so for our first activity, from the pool of choices below, choose the answer that describes the type of assertion being expressed in the sentence that follow. For number one, I would like to go to a movie tonight. What is the type of assertion expressed in this sentence? Yes, Gabriel.
The answer for number one is basic, ma'am.
Basic. Yes, that's right. Next, I imagine you may be feeling frustrated with the lack of deadlines for this project, but I want us to get everything right before we set an endpoint. Anyone who would like to answer? Yes, Annalyn?
Em, emphatic po.
Emphatic? Okay, that's right. Thank you. For the third sentence, I felt really angry when you did not show up. I got there late and felt panicky when I found I had missed half of the presentation. Who wants to answer number three? Yes, Kyrie.
The answer in number 3 po is confrontive.
Confronting. Okay, that's right. Thank you. For the next one, if you don't complete the work on my car by 5 p.m. tomorrow, I'll be forced to call the police. What is the type of assertion expressed in this sentence? Yes, Agatha?
Um, Escalating, ma'am.
Escalating. Let's check. Yes, that's right. It's escalating assertion. Next. I understand that traffic in the city is extremely congested. Yes, Liz Joy?
Ma'am, positive.
Positive? Yes, that's right. Thank you. For the next one. When you shout, I cannot think because I feel scared. Therefore, I want you to stop shouting and talk to me nicely about what you want. Who can answer number six? Yes, Gerald?
I language po, ma'am.
I language. Yes, that's right. Thank you. So let's now have our second activity for today. For this activity, I want you to get your pen and a piece of paper to create your own sentence for each type of assertion. I will give you 5 minutes to create your own sentences, and then after that, I will ask some student to tell their sentences in the class. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you may
Yes,
start
ma'am.
Yes.
now. Are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so if you're
Yes,
done,
ma'am.
let's first have the basic type of assertion. Who wants to share his or her sentence for the basic type of assertion? Yes, Agatha. Agatha.
Buy a coffee before I start.
Again, Agatha.
Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me
Yes.
po?
Yes, I can hear you now.
I would like to buy a coffee before I start to go to work.
Okay, that's right. Thank you. Next, who would like to share his or her example sentence for escalating assertion? Yes, Gab.
Yes, ma'am. My example for escalating is you is if you won't submit your part on your project until midnight, I would not list your name on this project.
Okay, thank you. That's right. Next, who would like to share his or her answer for emphatic assertion? Yes, Gerald.
My example for emphatic assertion is this. I know that you are busy and frustrated with your workloads and your responsibilities at home, but I can help you by doing some of the household chores.
Okay, thank you. That's nice. And for the next one, confrontive. Yes, Kairis?
Now, my example for the confrontive is
Mm-hmm.
you agreed to meet on Thursday night to finish our assignment, but you did not attend the meeting. We still haven't made any progress yet. So, what is it that you want us to do?
Okay, thank you. That's a great example. And for I language, who wants to share his or her yes, Annalyn.
Mm. When you talk and do not listen to my ideas, I become silent because I feel irritated. Therefore, I want you to listen and consider my ideas too.
Okay, that's right. Thank you. And for the last type of assertion, positive assertion, who would like yes, Liz Joy.
Ma'am, I feel good because our group managed the situation well.
Okay, that's right. Thank you. All of your examples are right. It seems that you really understand the lesson. Okay, so now I will present some words on the screen and I want you to think of a word or words that could best describe each words that I will. Okay, so for this, I want you to think of a word or words that could best describe each word below and then explain it based on your understanding from our discussion earlier. Is that clear?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am. Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, so who would like to try the first one? Yes, Agatha.
Number one, assertion of belief, because it's a statement that expresses a strong belief as if it is true, although it may not.
Yes, that's right. Thank you. For the next word, basic. Yes, Kairis?
Simple, because it states feelings, ideas, or opinion in a simple and straightforward way.
Okay, that's right. Next, for emphatic. Yes, Jensen.
Um, Sympathy,
Mm-hmm.
because there is an acknowledgement of feeling followed by a statement that supports the other person's viewpoint.
Okay, that's right. Thank you. And for the next one, confrontive. Yes, Gabrielle.
For confrontive, ma'am, it is blame because
Mm-hmm.
this type of assertion tends to blame people because this statement is made when an argument has been violated.
Okay, that's right. Thank you. For the next one, escalating. Yes, Annalyn.
Mom, firm, because the speaker becomes firm when the other person fails to respond to the speaker's basic assertions.
Yes, thank you. And for number six, I language. Yes, Kairis.
Ma'am, negative po.
Yes.
Because this type of assertion is useful for expressing negative feelings.
Okay, that's right. And for the last word, positive. Yes, Gerald.
Ma'am, positive feelings po. Because positive feelings assertion expresses positive feelings.
Yes, that's right. Thank you. It really seemed that you understand our lesson for today. All of you did a great job, class. And but before we have our final activity, do you have any questions regarding our discussion?
None,
None,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yun po, ma'am.
And so far po.
Okay, thank you. So for our final activity, read and analyze the article. Write your reaction in the form of an assertion on the article in 3 to 5 sentences. So here is the article. What I want you to do is to submit your answer on our Google Classroom. I will let you work on this task after this class. And then for our assignment, look for an article on a relevant issue and write in 3 to 5 sentences your reaction to the article in the form of an assertion. For this, you will also submit this in our Google Classroom. This is due next week, so don't forget about this. Do you have any questions regarding our activity and your assignment?
None,
Everything
ma'am.
is clear po.
Okay. So, if everything's clear, I will now let you work on your final activity. Here are my references for this discussion. Thank you for listening and thank you for your active participation.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you,
Thank you
ma'am.
po.
Ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.